Merry Christmas from Tokyo, Japan! Today I'm going to show you what it's like to celebrate Christmas here in Japan because it is very different back home in the West. My first mission for today is to secure a Christmas cake, which is a very common tradition here to do. You have to eat a Christmas cake on Christmas Day. It's not any Christmas cake, it's basically like a strawberry shortbread cake, and they are so popular that you have to usually reserve them quite far in advance. I haven't got a reservation and I'm going to head to like a Chika department, which is like a downstairs food court area inside of one of Shinjuku's big buildings. So hopefully they've still got some in stock. By the way, the backup plan is if I can't get a cake at the fancy department store, I'm gonna go to the convenience store because they also sell cakes here. You can actually pick them up at a lot of places and I kind of actually want to compare, so maybe I'll pick one up from both. Heading inside of Isetan, which is a huge department store here, and it's a very upmarket one, and they've got some really pretty illuminations which are quite common here in Japan as well, which I love because in Australia illuminations aren't such a big thing. If you ever want to get food at these department stores, it's always on the bottom floor for some reason. It's like the basement food floor. And I think actually in Australia we have the same concept at David Jones. There's always the basement. I successfully secured a slice of Christmas cake, but at the expense of my wallet because one tiny piece was about 1,000 yen. Oh my goodness, that's so expensive. In my local neighborhood, there's a patisserie where I can buy one slice for about 300 yen and a whole cake for about 2,000, whereas a whole cake in there was about 5,000. It is not cheap here. I underestimated how much this would cost. Some of the lines to get Christmas cakes were up to 80 minutes. That's over an hour. I'm at the cake section of 7-Eleven, but they don't have the Christmas cake. I thought they did. They do have a really cute snowman. That's something. Apparently it's a milk whipped cream rice cake, mochi. That looks really good, but not what I'm looking for. They also have like this kind of cake. So there are desserts, but not quite the Christmas one I was hoping for. I've come to Fairmount to try and find that cake, but I couldn't find it. But I did see their really nice festive decorations, which are all fami chicken, which is like this famous chicken from Family Mart. It's really cute because eating chicken is another big tradition here in Japan on Christmas. I don't think I looked hard enough because I just found the Ichigo shortcake. And it's really nicely packaged. This is surprisingly 450 yen. That's half the price of the one I just paid. Also, it says it's new, so this must be a limited edition thing around Christmas time. I found a really great place to enjoy my cake. I'm in the middle of Shinjuku outside the station and there's a Christmas tree. I'm just feeling the Christmassy vibes, but I can smell my cakes and my strawberries. Ooh! Okay, so here is the Family Mart one, the 500 yen budget one. And then we have the fancier one. Ooh, looks so amazing. They've even put like a little ice pack in there. Da-da-da-da. They always put this like clear plastic around it to make sure it stays really nice and beautiful, and I can't find where I need to peel it. It smells incredible. The moment I took off that plastic wrap, I was like, woo, strawberry. Let's open up the other one. Before I dig in, I want to wear something a bit festive. I bought this at Daiso, Japan. Look at this, it's so cool, hold on. If I squeeze the ears, there's like some air that comes through and the ears flop up. This is only 300 yen. I was like, of course I'm buying this. Anyway, back to the Christmas cake. I was wondering why this was such a big tradition here because it's so normalized, but it turns out like after the war, the economy was really flourishing and this was kind of a luxurious good to enjoy back in the day, and now it's just become so normal that everyone can have it, even at the convenience store, which I'm grateful for. Oh, and if you don't know, Japanese strawberries are outrageously expensive. Like usually you'll find them for like 1,000 yen for just a small punnet. I'm gonna start with the fancy one first. Merry Christmas! I need to get another bite. That cream is so nice. It's like the perfect level of like sweetness. I love the little hidden pieces of strawberry in the middle, in between the fluffy kind of sponge cake. Yum, this is really good. On the very top of this one, it's like a glazed strawberry. I actually prefer it when they don't add anything on, just like a plain strawberry, but still not bad. Let me move on to the cheaper one. Okay, I don't like that there's jam in the middle. I'm not a big jam person, but I'll give it a go. Right off the bat, I can tell this one is as high quality, which is what you'd expect, but it's still pretty tasty, totally fine for a convenience store like Christmas cake. Now that I've had my Christmas cake, it's time to have some fried chicken. And I've got a place in mind. There's one thing you should eat when you're in Japan during Christmas time. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is something I don't usually go for, but here it's literally everyone's choice. And I've ordered a really small dish because if you want to actually have the bucket, you have to order it in advance. And people start ordering this from November, which is crazy. And there are people lining up on Christmas Day, but I was like, I'm just gonna get the normal chicken with chips like this. And this was 500 yen, but if you get the bucket, it can be like 5,000 yen. And I've got a set, so I've got a drink as well. Originally it was just KFC that was doing chicken, but now you can get it at all sorts of places. Like I'll see it at other fast food chains, I'll see it at the convenience store, I'll see it at, you know, local grocery stores. And apparently it became a famous tradition here in Japan once there was a slogan for Christmas, which was Kentucky is Christmas. I'm going to enjoy my large piece of chicken here. It's very greasy. This isn't usually my favorite thing, but I'm gonna celebrate the Japanese way. For Christmas you can also get like the KFC whole variety pack where they'll bring you like shrimp gratin as well as like nuggets. So it's not just fried chicken, but I think this is where it all began. This is cheaper than my Christmas cake. Japan doesn't really celebrate Christmas in the traditional way where you'll gather with family. It's very like a couples thing. Or nowadays there's like a lot of people who gather together if they're single and meet their friends, and so they'll all order fried chicken or make it at home. And this particular KFC I'm at is in Shinjuku, and I was looking at the reviews for this particular place, and it seems like it's the location where some Jujutsu Kaisen characters had a little incident, because all the reviews were like, oh, this white-haired guy and this other person broke up in front of the store, and I was like, what is this happening? Like, did someone break up? But no, it was from the anime, which is a fun coincidence. I haven't seen the series yet, so I feel like I spoiled myself. I'm now in Maya, which is really beautiful during the autumn time because there's a street lined with these beautiful yellow trees, and right nearby is actually the Tokyo Christmas market. It usually is held in Hibiya, which is close by, but because they're renovating the space, it's now held here. And I actually love this area because it's absolutely stunning, and although it's not the peak time of year, there's still quite a lot of color remaining and it looks really great. So I'm gonna head to the market and enjoy some more of my German side of festivities, but with a Japanese twist. If you do want to check out this spot during peak autumn time, I do recommend coming really early in the morning, like around 7 or 8 a.m. If not earlier, because it gets so packed now. It's very popular, and for good reason. It's absolutely one of my favorite places in Tokyo to enjoy the fall leaves. Plus there's like quite a few cafes where you can enjoy the ambience. There's Shake Shack as well as some, you know, more local places. But be prepared to line up. They're often quite packed as well. I reserved a ticket to go inside the market and I'm a little early, so I'm just enjoying a little view here on the bench. It's really beautiful weather. If you do want to go to the market, definitely reserve a ticket online in advance. It's only 1,000 yen if you come on a weekday, so it's pretty reasonable. I know overseas it's free, and apparently it used to be free in Tokyo, but it's not so bad. And you get a souvenir mug, like the classic German Christmas mug. I made it inside the Tokyo Christmas market and they gave me my mug! Yay! And it's actually really nice because it's like twilight and it's slowly gonna get dark. It's not too busy either, because if you come at nighttime it's so packed you can't even get a seat, and every like good stall has like a crazy long line. But the German in me is excited. I love how like the Japanese are embracing the German tradition of Christmas markets. It's so awesome. It feels like I'm home but away from home. My first impressions of this market is that it's way better than the one last year. I love the new location. I feel like it's way bigger, more spread out. I don't feel like drinking today, so maybe I'll just get like a hot choco or maybe some snacks if I can find a pretzel. German pretzel. Last time I had one, there was like butter inside. A lot of the shop names here are really funny, especially if you speak any German. This one's called Danke. I feel like they wouldn't call one in Germany Danke, but it's really cute. I caved and I ended up getting a glühwein. It just looks so good, and this is my mug. So every year they change the design similar to how they do it in Germany, and this year it is like this. It's really cute. Ah, yum. It's not that cold actually because it's still daytime, but it still really helps me warm up because it was a little chilly. And this one has honey and apple inside, so it's a little sweeter than usual. But being the bread girl, I got myself a pretzel. And I don't know, I've never seen this in Germany, but they put like butter inside. So I'm a big fan of that. And take a... Oh my god. There's so much butter in there. I wish the butter melted a bit more because it feels like I just ate a whole piece of butter, but I'm still enjoying it. The bread itself is nice. And I'm so relieved I could get a seat because like last time I came, it was so packed. Like it was impossible to order, impossible to sit down. But I did this all within 5 minutes. Prost, frohe Weihnachten. So these are all the stalls you can check out. There's places selling crafts as well as snacks, food. It's not limited to German stuff. There's things from all over the world. And I even saw glühwein tea, which I've never heard of that before. Very interesting. Once it started getting dark, all the lines started getting longer, so you gotta wait. I really love like almonds at German markets where they've got like a sugar coating and it's so amazing. Or like mushrooms, like champignon. Is it called Zuckermandeln? Maybe. I can't remember. It's been so long. I haven't been back to a real German Christmas market in over like 8 years, I think. I found some roasted almonds and they had samples. So I'm gonna try this flavor, which is called milkshake. It's not supposed to be milkshake, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that's really different to usual.
It finally got dark and the atmosphere changed again. I wrapped up my night by getting a unique drink. It was ginger ale with hot chocolate as well as an onion soup.
Thanks for joining me on my Christmas day here in Tokyo. I hope you guys all have a really Merry Christmas and I'll see you in 2024. Bye!